First crop 2023 is in the books. Oh gosh, enjoy the farming video, folks. It's kind of fun to see all the different pieces of equipment going to work. So right there is a really nice tall Timothy and brome grass field being cut down. I'm in the 5095, just taking my time, working my way through the field with the moco, just chopping it down as best I can. Probably about 6, 7 o'clock at night. I'll chop into the dark here if I have to. Getting it done. That's the best way I can describe it. It's time to knock down the hay. You knock it down, you take your risk on the weather, and you get going. So the 625 moco here is running behind me on my butt. It's doing great. It's given us years and years of good service. I absolutely love this moco. Small enough to fit through my gates. It's easy to maneuver. Fits in the barn well. The 5095 toys with it. This one's got the flails on it. Doesn't beat up the grass. Doesn't knock the leaves off. Don't have to worry about anything getting pinched into the hay. Absolutely love it. Now, once we get done mocoing it, we let it sit for a couple days. Then we're going to tedder it out. Typically, I use one of my rotary tedders. This time, I'm using the pequea. So just a neat tedder. I really like how this one operates. When it's down, you have the ability to kind of, bump your hydraulics and tip it up so you can get over crops. And it's got the hydraulic wings that come up. It's so much easier than, lifting it into place or pulling cords to get it down. I really like this one. This is one of my favorite tedders. Again, you can lift it up a little bit, get over the crop, put it back down. You can pull up its wings. It stores fine and fast. It's got a nice width on it, so you can really fly through the field. So out to the field we go. We're going to go and blast some hay apart. It's been about a day and a half now. The hay is doing good. You can see it's in nice rows, and the pequea's going to take care of that real quickly. We're going to turn it into basically a carpet of cut hay. So drop down the wings. I kick this thing up to about, 500 RPMs, because when it, going a little faster, kicks up the hay a little nicer. Really just kind of lays it out in the grass and breaks those rows up. So my bride's in there teddering away today. She's just making a carpet out of this. We don't always tedder, but depending upon the weather, sometimes you have to. In this situation, probably could get away without it, but because of my workload and the timing of when I've got the crew here on Wednesday and what I got going on the weekend, it's got to get done in between. We're going to tedder it out to make sure it's dry enough. Really shooting for that moisture rate right around that, 8 to 15% if we can do it. There's another view from inside the cab. You can see it just takes the rows and blows them apart. Time to bale it up. So raking and baling is all done at the same time. I got my two daughters, Tabitha and Anna. They're on the enrossi rakes. Anna's doing a left-hand rake. Tabitha's got the enrossi doing a combined row where she's putting two rows into one. So basically, Anna's dumping a left-hand row into an unrolled pile, and then Tabitha's combining that. So we're getting 3 rows in one pass. And then I'm coming along with the wide mouth on the John Deere here, pulled by the 5095, and I'm baling it up. I'm not making the biggest bale. Yes, I can push these bales up to 60, but I'm only doing 50. 50 inches of bale with a nice B-wrap on it is a really nice bale for moving around on the farm, and it's excellent for selling to people that don't have heavy equipment to move the bales around. A really nice bale comes out of this machine. I've really enjoyed this baler. This is my 3rd baler since I've been farming. This has probably been my fave, this particular baler. So there's a B-wrap on that bale, and then back to baling we go. I have no idea why I have the flasher on while I'm out in the middle of the field. I must admit, I think my kids might have messed with it and turned the bubbler on. I think I drove the entire day with that light flashing before I figured it out. But hey, that's farming. Always kind of fun when you see the front on view. The rakes don't always get everything, depending upon the drivers and the driver's ability, but the baler gets it. Even if it's not always in a row, the baler figures it out. Sucks it all up. Out goes another bale with B-wrap. B-wrap has been a real nice advantage to us. The B-wrap bale can sit outside and not degrade as much. If you put it down on bare concrete, we don't lose that bottom of the bale to, basically sweat and cold of the concrete that wrecks that hay. I pay a little bit more for the wrap, but I absolutely love the amount of hay that I take off, the bale, and it looks good versus when I just net wrap, I lose some. Here come the rakes through. I think that's Anna with the left hand enrossi right now. Skidsteer there in the background is being run by one of the farm hands. He's out just picking up bales at the same time. Makes it kind of nice when all the components are running like this. We can knock out probably close to 20 acres. I would say, give or take, probably 4 hours. That's picking up the hay, getting it raked, getting it baled, dropping the bales, bringing the bales into the barn, and putting them in the barn. My other field hand is in here. He's using the Outlaw. He's just picking them up and storing them away in a little Quonset. When I store the hay in the big arenas, it's a piece of cake to drive them in with the skid steer. But when you're in these little Quonsets with little 8-foot high doors and stuff, it's a little bit more tricky. So using the Outlaw is just the easier way of getting them in. So as you can see, the barn gets full pretty quickly. But hey, it's always a good feeling. Your barn's got all the hay in it that you need for the year for your animals. So as we stack the hay in here, get the bales all put away for the night, one of the final things that we sometimes like to do is just check the moisture content, make sure we're not making anything that's going to burn up or get us in trouble. And today was one of those perfect days in the field. The sun was shining on us. The heat was there, but not too much. I don't quite think we even broke 80. Team worked great. And when we stick the bale, look at that, 9.7. That's fantastic. 9.7% moisture, we'll take it. That bale will last us at least through next year. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and keep following us as we keep farming away, folks.